Yes, our chapter is trigonometry. We have learned some formulas. Let us recall once. Sin A is equal to opposite side of angle A by hypotenuse. Cos A is equal to adjacent side of angle A by hypotenuse. Tan A is equal to opposite side of angle A by adjacent side of angle A. So next three trigonometric ratios are reciprocal of these three trigonometric ratios. That is, cot A is the reciprocal of tan A. That means simply you write the reverse of the ratio of tan A. That is equal to cot A is equal to adjacent side of angle A by opposite side of angle A. Next, secant A is equal to, which is the reciprocal of cos A. Cos A is the ratio of adjacent side by hypotenuse. Simply you reverse the ratio of the cos A, then you get the cosec A. Sec A is equal to hypotenuse by adjacent side of angle A. Cosec A is equal to, which is the reciprocal of sin A. Cosec A is equal to hypotenuse by opposite side of angle A. So sin A and cosec A are reciprocal to each other. So we can write cosec A is equal to 1 by sin A. Sin A can be written as 1 by cosec A. Cos A and sec A are reciprocal to each other. So we can write sec A is equal to 1 by cos A. Cos A is equal to 1 by sec A. Tan A and cot A are reciprocal to each other. So cot A can be written as 1 by tan A. Tan A is equal to 1 by cot A. So these formulas uh, we have learned. There are remaining, there are two more formulas are there. Uh, Let us see that with proof. Sin A is equal to opposite side of angle A by hypotenuse. Cos A is equal to adjacent side of angle A by hypotenuse. Now what you do, you you have to divide sin A with cos A. That means sin A by cos A is equal to, so on the right side also divide opposite side of angle A by hypotenuse, main division, adjacent side of angle A by hypotenuse. Here hypotenuse get cancelled. So the next step is sin A by cos A is equal to, what is the remaining in the right hand side? Opposite side of angle A by adjacent side of angle A. Sin A by cos A is equal to, actually what is the ratio of opposite side of angle A by adjacent side of angle A? That is represents, that is the ratio of tan A. So sin A by cos A is equal to tan A. So this is the formula you have to remember. So tan A can be written as sin A by cos A. So tan A, write tan A in terms of sin and cos. Then you have to write tan A is equal to sin A by cos A. So this one you have to remember. So next one is the another formula, that is the proof. Uh, Sin A is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Cos A is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. Now you do, you divide cos A with sin A. Cos A with sin A. Divide cos A with sin A is equal to, then what is the right hand side? What is the cos A here? Here cos A is Cos A is adjacent side of angle A. You have to write in the numerator in the right hand side. So main divided by what is the sine A? What is sine A? That is opposite side of angle A by hypotenuse. You have to write in the denominator. Here also hypotenuse get cancelled. Then what is the next step? Cos A by sin A is equal to right hand side. What is the remaining? Adjacent side of angle A by opposite side of angle A. So cos A by sin A is equal to, so adjacent side of angle A and opposite side of angle A. This its ratio is equal to cot A. So cot A is equal to cos A by sin A. So this one you have to remember as formula. So cot A in terms of cos and sin. So what is that? Cot A is equal to cos A by sin A. Cos A by sin A is equal to cot A. Right. So these two formulas, tan A and cot A, you have to remember tan A is equal to sin A by cos A. Cot A is equal to cos A by sin A. So in exercise 11.1, I took one problem, seventh problem, given cot theta is equal to 7 by 8, then evaluate first one 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. Here, here, this is the read as theta, T H E T A. This is read as theta, T H E T A. So this is read as theta, Theta, theta. This is a Greek letter. Theta is the Greek letter. Okay, understood? Right. Now, second one is 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. Right. Here, theta is an angle. Theta is the Greek letter. Right. Now, what is given? Solution. What is given? Cot theta is equal to 7 by 8. Now, actually, what is the cot theta? That is the ratio of adjacent side by opposite side. That is the adjacent side by opposite side of angle theta. I'm taking the triangle, right? I'm taking the right angle triangle. So remember, in trigonometry, you always take the right angle triangle only. So here I took right angle triangle, and here angle theta, because here given angle theta is given. Here angle theta is given in the problem. Angle theta is given. So cot theta. So here theta I write. Here, you can write here also theta, but I wrote here theta. You can write here also. You can write here also theta. So where you write theta, then opposite side and the adjacent sides are depending upon the this theta, this angle. Here this side will be hypotenuse, because which is opposite to 90. This side is opposite side. This side is the opposite side of angle theta. This is the adjacent side to the angle theta. Suppose if you write theta here, then it will be the opposite side, it will be the adjacent side. So I wrote here theta, it is the opposite side, it is the adjacent side, it is the hypotenuse. So here what is the adjacent side of angle theta? If you compare this ratio with this ratio, the numerator adjacent side of angle theta, and here numerator is 7. So adjacent side is 7, opposite side of angle theta, here in the denominator 8. So adjacent side equal to 7, opposite side is equal to 8. Here in the you compare these two ratios. So in numerator adjacent side is equal to, here in the numerator 7. 7 is equal to adjacent side, opposite side is becomes equal to 8. Opposite side equal to 8. So in this problem, opposite side is, what is the opposite side? Length 8 units. Here you write 8 units. What is the adjacent side? That is 7. So what is the here? What is the adjacent side? This is the adjacent side. So here you have to write 7. Now this is the hypotenuse, which is opposite to 90 degrees. Now first you have to find length of the hypotenuse. How can we find length of the hypotenuse? By using the Pythagoras rule. What Pythagoras says? Square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of remaining two sides. So we don't know hypotenuse. Hypotenuse square is equal to, here one side we know, other two sides we know. So one side is 7 and other side is 8. Here substitute here 7 square plus 8 square. Now 7 square means what? 49. 8 square means 64. So hypotenuse square is equal to 49 plus 64. Hypotenuse square is equal to 49 plus 64, 113. So if this here, if this square goes to right side, then it becomes square root. So hypotenuse is equal to under root 113. So what we got? Hypotenuse under root 113. Substitute here in the figure. So root of, in the figure, hypotenuse value is under root 113. Now first you find what is sine theta, what is cos theta. Here actually the problem is, here first problem is 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. Second problem, 1 plus sine theta by cos theta. So first you have to find the values of sine theta and cos theta. So sine theta is equal to, what is the ratio of the sine theta? That is opposite side by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is equal to, what is the opposite side of angle theta? That is 8. Here you have to write 8 by, what is the hypotenuse? We got root 113, root 113. Right. So sine theta is equal to, what we got? 8 by under root 130. Now cos theta. What is the formula for the cos theta? Adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is the adjacent side? That is 7. That is 7. Adjacent side of angle theta is 7. Hypotenuse is under root 113. So 7 by under root 113. So we got the values sin theta and cos theta. Now what we have to evaluate first problem, this one. So in the next slide we find first, no, first one 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. First I write the values of sin theta cos theta aside. So this one you have to find. If you observe numerator in the first problem, 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta. Now you compare this with the formula a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So in you in play here in place of a, 1 is there, plus in place of b sin theta is there. Here also in place of a, 1 is there, minus in place of b sin theta is there. So 1 plus sin theta, 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta is equal to what we can write here, a1 square minus sin theta square, bracket close. So here, so with this formula you can write numerator 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta 1 square minus sin theta whole square by, in the denominator also you can write by using this formula 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta, that is 1 square minus cos theta whole square. Now is equal to, next step, 1 square means here 1 square means 1 minus, now you substitute sin theta value here. What is the sin theta value we got here? 8 by under root 113. Substitute here. In place of sin theta, you have to write 8 by under root 113 and square, all square. Right. Here square is there. So write here square. And divided by, bracket close, divided by. So in the denominator also 1 square means 1 minus, here in place of cos theta, what we have to write? So cos theta is 7 by under root 113. So you have to substitute here and whole square. So bracket 7 by under root 113 whole square, bracket close. Now in the next step is equal to 1 minus, here this square is applied to numerator and denominator. So that means what? 8 square by under root 113 whole square, bracket close, divided by, in the denominator 1 minus, here also the square is applied to numerator and denominator. So 7 square by under root 113 whole square. So here square, here this square and square get cancelled. Here also square root get cancelled. So next step, one minus, here what is 8 square? 8 square means 64 by, here what is the remaining here? 113. So 64 by 113 main division divided by 1 minus 7 square means 49 by 113. Now here you take the LCM. in the numerator. So one can be written as 1 by 1, one can be written as 1 by 1. Now what is the, now how can we write is equal to here main division. So in the numerator, LCM is 1 into 1 into 113. That is 1 into 113, 113. And here cross multiply 1 into 113 ja, that is 113. Here minus is there. I'm writing minus. Here 64 1 ja 64. 64. Similarly, in the denominator also, here 1 can be written as 1 by 1. 1 can be written as 1 by 1. Here 1 again, here 1 LCM is 1 into 113. That is 113. 113. 1 into cross multiplication 1 into 113 is 113 minus 49 1 ja 49. Right. So the next step is 113 minus 64 by 113 by 113 minus 49 by 113. Now if you subtract 64 from 113, you get 49. So 49 by 113 by, if you subtract 49 from 113, you get 64. 64 by 113. Here 113, 113 get cancel. Next step is 49 by 64. So this is the answer for the first question. Right. So second problem is 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. So is equal to here 1 plus, what is the sin theta value? That is 8 by under root 113 by, what is the cos theta value? 7 by under root 113. Now here also you take the LCM in the numerator. That is 1 into 1 into root 113 ja root 113 and 1 into root 113, that is root 113 plus 8, here plus is there, I'm writing plus here. So 8 1 ja 8 divided by, here write as it is here 7 by under root 130. So next step is equal to root that 113 plus 8 by under root 113 by 7 by root 13. Here's under root 113 get cancelled. So remaining is equal to under root 113 plus 8 by 7. This is the answer for the second question. Right. This is the seventh problem. Now here in exercise 11.1, same exercise 11.1, third problem I explain. You solve the problem. Here in a right angle triangle ABC with right angle at B, in which small a is equal to 24 units, B is equal to 25 units, and angle BAC is equal to theta, then find cos theta and sin theta. Here you take the right angle triangle ABC with right angle at B. So I am taking the right angle triangle ABC, right angle at B. You take the right angle at B only. Here mentioned here, right angle at B. Now A is small, what here, what is small a, what is small b? Here generally we take the side opposite to the angle A. Here generally we take, this side is represents small a. So this side, this is the small a is the length of the side opposite to the angle A. Now the side opposite to the angle B, you take the represent as small b, and the side length you take small c, which is opposite to the angle C. So generally we take like this. Small a is the length of the side opposite to the angle A. Small b is the length of the side opposite to the angle B. Small c is the length of the side opposite to the angle C. Right. So here A is the small a is the length of the side opposite to the angle A. Small b is the length of the side opposite to angle B. Small c is the length of the side opposite to angle C. Here given that small a is equal to 24 units. Here given in the problem given small a is equal to 24 units. So write here 24 units in the figure. And also given that angle BAC is theta. Angle BAC is theta. That is angle BAC. So write here theta. Not here. You have to write angle theta here because angle BAC is given that theta. So write here only. Right. Now small a is equal to 24 units and small b is 25 units. Here small b is 25 units. So here also substitute 25 units. Now in the figure you have to find c value. How can we find c value? By using the Pythagoras rule. Square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of remaining two sides. So you get c value. I think this value be 7 units. So you solve the problem and find cos theta and find cos theta and sin theta by using the formulas. Cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is the adjacent side of angle theta? That is 7. What is the opposite side of angle theta? That is 24. So write the formulas of the cos theta and sin theta and substitute the values. Right. So you do the you solve the problem, third problem. Right. Next problem also I will explain. You have to solve that. Here given fifth one, if 3 tan A is equal to, if 3 into tan A is equal to 4, then find 3 into tan A is equal to 4, then find sin A and cos A. Here what is given? 3 into tan A, here 3 into tan A is equal to 4. Here tan A 3 into, if 3 comes to the right side, then it becomes by 3, 4 by 3. Tan A is the next step is tan A is equal to 4 by 3. So from this you have to find sin A and cos A. So take the right angle triangle. Right. Here tan A is the what is the ratio of tan A? That is opposite side of angle A by adjacent side of angle A. So here angle A is there. So I am writing here angle A and angle A. Here A is there. So here also you have to write angle A and angle A. Suppose if here theta is there, if theta is there, you have to write theta and here theta. Right. Now take the right. So how can we solve? Take the right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. And here angle A. I'm taking here A angle A. I'm taking the angle A. Now this is the becomes opposite side to the angle A. This becomes adjacent side. Adjacent side. So this is what hypotenuse, because which is opposite to the 90, which is opposite to the 90. Here, if you observe opposite side, you compare this ratio and this ratio. 4 by 3 is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. So you equate the numerators. Opposite side is equal to 4. So here you have to write 4. This side is 4. Adjacent side length is 3 units. So here you have to write 3. Now you have to find the hypotenuse by using the Pythagoras rule. So this will be get this will be got by solving 5. Now you find sin A and cos A. Sin A is the ratio of opposite side of angle A by hypotenuse. Cos A is the adjacent side by hypotenuse, and we solve the problem. Right. Next problem, last problem, eighth one. In a right angle triangle ABC, in a right ABC, the right angle is B at B, and given tan A is equal to root 3. Tan A is equal to root 3. Then find value of first one sin A into cos C plus cos A into sin C. Second one cos A into cos C minus sin A into sin C. So solution, what is given? Tan A is equal to root 3. Here tan A is equal to, here root 3 can be written as root 3 by 1. Yes. So this is equal to, what is the ratio of tan A? Opposite side of angle A by adjacent side of angle A. So right. Here you have to take the right angle triangle ABC. I am taking the right angle triangle ABC. Here right angle at B. So I mentioned 90 degrees at B only because it is given right angle at B. Now you have to find, first you have to find sin A, cos A, sin C, cos C. So here given that tan A is equal to root 3 by 1 is equal to opposite side of angle A by adjacent side of angle A. So if you equate these two ratios, opposite side is equal to root 3. Opposite side is equal to opposite side of angle A. So opposite side of angle A is root 3. So this is the root 3. And adjacent side of angle A is 1. So adjacent side of angle A is 1. This is 1. So root 3 and this is 1. Now you have to find length of the side AC, that is hypotenuse, by using the Pythagoras rule. I think it may get, it may be got 2 units. 2 units. You solve that, and first you find sin A. So sin A is equal to, sin A is equal to opposite side by opposite side of angle A by hypotenuse. What is the opposite side of angle A? Root 3. So root 3 by hypotenuse. What is the hypotenuse? 2. So sin A is equal to 2. Sin A is equal to root 3 by 2. Next, you find cos A. Cos A is equal to adjacent side of angle A. So adjacent side of angle A, that is what? 1 by hypotenuse. What is the hypotenuse? 2. Right. Next, sin C. Sin C is equal to, here opposite side of angle C, because here angle is C. So what is the opposite side of angle C? That is 1. So 1 by denominator hypotenuse, that is 2. Next, cos C. Cos C is equal to, adjacent side of angle C, that is adjacent side of angle C, nothing but root 3. So root 3 by hypotenuse, that is 2. Already told, opposite side and adjacent side are depending upon the angles which are taken by us. So to so, to simplify the first problem, first you have to find the these values. Now you substitute these values in the first problem. So sin A is what? Root 3 by 2. Here I am substituting here. Sin A, substitute here. Cos C. What is the cos C? Root 3 by 2. Substitute here. Plus cos A. Substitute here. 1 by 2. Into sin C. Substitute here. So then what we get? Here I am writing sin A is root 3 by 2, root 3 by 2 into cos C root 3 by 2. Here plus is there. I am writing here plus cos A 1 by 2 into sin C also 1 by 2. So root 3 into root 3 square by 2 into 2 4. 2 2 ja 4 plus 1 into 1 1 by 2 into 2 2 square, that is 4. Here square root get cancelled. 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4. Now what is the LCM here? Denominators are the same. So you can take the LCM easily. So write 4, directly write 4 and add the numerators. What are the numerators? 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 means 4. 4 by 4, that is equal to 1. You get the answer 1. Similarly, you solve the second one also. Okay. Like this, you solve these problems. You complete the exercise 11.1. Thank you. Thank you very much.